What's up, nerds, and welcome to Nerds with News for Thursday, February 4th, 2021. I almost said Wednesday because I used to do this on Wednesday. But anyways, this is a weekly show I do every Thursday for Nerds with Careers. I'm your host, Sean Matches, where I run through some articles that I find very interesting. Some nerdy news, video game news, tech news, anime news, movie news, anything. Run through it. I do it live on my Twitch channel right here. And then I'll post the VOD over to the Nerds with Careers YouTube page. I used to do it on the Facebook page, but sometimes these videos run a little long, and posting long videos on YouTube is not fun. So, yeah, that's why I decided to make a YouTube channel for Nerds with Careers. Go check that out. I should have put that on my overlays. Oh, well. I'll do that next time. I need to make that a note. Mental note made. Okay, anyways, let's get into the news. Got quite a few pieces here. It kind of just breaks down where I read through the news articles, and then I hope y'all are in the chat. Give me some feedback. If not, go to the YouTube page and comment, or go to the YouTube video and comment, below. And I will absolutely respond. The first Nerds with News is up. It was back, last Thursday in January. So, go check that out. Anyways, get to some news. Let me pop this up. First piece of news. Goldeneye's, this is that Video Games Chronicle, by Andy Robinson. Goldeneye's Xbox Remaster has leaked online, and it's fully playable on PC. So, I believe maybe a week ago, maybe a couple days ago, there's some news saying that the Goldeneye's Xbox Remaster has leaked. Didn't say it was fully playable, but this is kind of like an updated version saying it is fully playable on unofficial emulators. I'm going to read through some of this. 2008 project was originally planned to release digitally on Xbox 360's Xbox Live Arcade platform, but it was ultimately canceled due to rights issues despite the game being virtually complete, which is insane. That sucks, Now, VGC has verified that a near final ROM of the remaster is being actively circulated on a file-sharing sites. The ROM includes the full remastered single-player campaign and multiplayer. The ROM leak follows the publication of a 2-hour video last weekend. That's the news that I was talking about. And represents the first time the wider public has been able to play the remaster since its existence was leaked by UK Magazine in 2008. Damn. I wouldn't have been known. There's some screenshots and stuff here for Twitter posts. And basically, continue here. The remaster gives players the option to switch between HD converted graphics and the original N64 visuals. However, the planned online multiplayer mode does not feature in the leaked ROM, according to people with access to it. I'm not saying if it features that little switch or if it's featured fully, because it said it was featured fully previously. I don't know. Either way, it's kind of like the Halo Master Chief Collection, the Complete Edition, Halo CE Complete Edition. You can switch between, the HD graphics or the up-res graphics. Actually, it's just different graphics almost altogether, but they say HD converted to the original Xbox graphics. Basically like that. I'm going to continue. GoldenEye's remaster was also planned to incorporate online leaderboards for speedruns as well as achievements. That would have been fun. But these are said to not be fully functioning in the leak ROM. That makes sense. So this kind of going back to the previous article, which is basically saying why this game was never released because, and there's the 2-hour long play. Basically because there were so many rights that were involved. You have Activision, you have Microsoft, who's wanting to, Nintendo was the original publisher, but Microsoft wanting to publish it again. You've got basically MGMA, maybe? I don't know who's the other. There's a bunch. They asked Phil Spencer eventually. Basically, in 2015, Xbox boss Phil Spencer suggested that due to the same issues, there were little hope of the GoldenEye project ever being revived to the ROM platform. Asked about the canceled remaster by a fan, Spencer tweeted, quote, "GoldenEye rights are so challenging. Looked at this many times. Lots of different parties to work with. We've always given up." Yeah, so I mean, And they also go on to say that, basically the spiritual successor of GoldenEye was Perfect Dark, and it was eventually released on the Xbox Live Arcade and was given the same treatment with a HD remaster in a sense. But now, actually, Perfect Dark is coming to next-gen games. That was announced pretty recent. Eon, that's the one. Eon, owners of the Bond license. Sad, that sucks. It sucks that this game could never be agreed upon, to be released. But I am glad it's leaked out there. Don't know how that happened, but I'm glad it's out. I'm glad people can play it. That's kind of fun. I probably will never play it. I had my time with it, in the 64. I'm not one for emulation. I mean, I do want to look for some emulators, but this, I'm not. It's not piquing my interest. I'm just, I've played that game so many times that I don't really care to go back right now. But it would be fun to look at it like better looking. It'd be nice to go see those HD textures and graphics and stuff like that. But anyways, if you're a PC nerd, go find this unofficial emulator and see how long it lasts. Yeah, anyways, that's some pretty good news there. I appreciate that. Next piece of news over at IGN by Jordan Oleman. It's February 4th. PS5, Sony aims, basically PS5, or I don't know how you say that. Just say PS5. PlayStation 5. Sony aims to exceed PlayStation 4's 14.8 million second-year sales, but part shortage might stop that. Start here. Sony plans to sell over 14.8 million PlayStation 5 units during its second financial year on sale, April 2021 to March 2022. That's more than hugely successful PlayStation 4 shipped it in its own second financial year, but that goal could be affected by a global semiconductor shortage. I don't know what a semiconductor is. It goes on to talk about what they're saying. They hope that they can supersede the PlayStation 4's second year sales, but the problem is AMD, which is the people powering the PlayStation 5, is anticipating chip shortages because of these semiconductors, which go Google it. I haven't Googled it. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll Google it right now. I ain't scared. Ticky tap. Semiconductors are materials which have conductivity between conductors and non-conductors or insulators. Semiconductors can be pure elements such as silicon or germanium, or compounds such as gallium arsenide or cadmium selenide. Okay, that's kind of self-explanatory. I should have realized that. Look, I'm not an electrical engineer, but still, should have known what a semiconductor was. Either way, the point of this is that yes, let me read this. In shorter term, Sony said it's on track to meet its current year sales target of 7.6 million units by 31st of March 2020, but notes that it was not able to meet the high level of demand by 31st March 2020, which it expects to continue into the fiscal year. Sony's earnings also revealed that the company had sold 4.5 million PS5s as of December 2020, matching the PS4's launch. That's all that I need to say right there, is that it matched the PS4's launch in a pandemic. It's absolutely going to outsell the PlayStation 4. I know I want a PlayStation 5 eventually. I'm going to get one. Everybody wants one. I think people really do enjoy the PlayStation 5 just for the fact of these awesome exclusives and how their hardware is, just purely for the hardware in a sense and for these crazy single-player experiences. I think people still don't have PlayStation 5s. And once this, I was thinking once this pandemic is over, stuff's going to really skyrocket. I think games are just going to blow through the roof. Everything, even not just games, media, games, everything, comedy, stuff like that. Everything entertainment is just going to blow through the roof because everybody's going to be able to go and watch. And there's going to be some crazy stuff happening when this is all over and said and done. And I absolutely think PlayStation 5s, if they're able to get this semiconductors, back in stock or whatever, they're gonna blow through and get through these PlayStation 4 sales. Absolutely. Now, when will that happen? Maybe not the second year, just for the fact of, when does the second year start for them? set up here, I think. Okay, so their second financial year starts actually April 2021. That's kind of good. Actually, that may help a little bit, just because we're getting close to April, couple months away, but maybe by then they'll have recuperated with these semiconductors, or even just the pandemic in general will, I wouldn't say over and done with, but everybody may be in vaccinated. I haven't kept up with pandemic news. I'm just kind of over it. But anyways, it may actually, supersede the sales, especially if it matched, the launching or the December numbers for the PlayStation 4. But this, keep an eye out on it. I personally think that it will absolutely pass the PlayStation 4's numbers. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you haven't gotten a PlayStation 5 yet. I know Wario64 is a great place to look on Twitter. He's a good one. There was some news earlier I saw today, but I didn't think about putting it up because I know it wasn't going to really matter. It was that Walmart was going to have stock for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X around like 3 o'clock today. Or maybe it was it's 3 p.m. Eastern time, so what's that, 2 o'clock for here? Yeah, I was going to put that up on, but I was like, they're probably going to be sold out. And so my thing on this PlayStation 5, what I think, and what most majority people are in their positioning is that they haven't gotten the game yet. So once it does come out, everybody's going to want to get it, And that's exactly my case. So I'm honestly actually waiting for like a special edition to come out, like maybe for the God of War Ragnarok. I may probably just buy that special edition PlayStation 5 if they do that. If not, I'll still buy it when that game probably comes out, which that will probably come out in 2022. I don't think it'll come out this year, but it will come out in 2022, maybe in March. Maybe it might be a spring game. I think was God of War a spring game? Let me look real quick. God of War. It was 2018, but I can't remember. April. So it was April. Okay, so it was a spring game. So that will kind of help with this PlayStation 5 meeting its numbers. I think when that God of War Ragnarok comes out, people are gonna absolutely want to get that game with a bundle of some sort. So keep an eye out though. Let me know if you find any other links or where I can find a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X, or I should just get a PC and quit being a nerd, or become more of a nerd, innocent. I don't know. Everybody should just have a PC, I guess, at this point. A PC and a Switch. That's all you need, right? That's all you need. Anyways, next piece of news. Kind of not really news, just I don't know. It's just like a dream, I guess. This is over on What's on Netflix by Jacob Robinson. This is February 2nd. Is Demon Slayer Mugen Train. I'm learning Japanese. I should know Mugen Train coming to Netflix. With the release of the first season of Demon Slayer on Netflix, fans have been questioning if the movie Demon Slayer Mugen Train is coming to Netflix. Unfortunately, we're still waiting for confirmation that the feature is coming to Netflix, but we hold hope that Demon Slayer Mugen Train will arrive sometime in the future. They have no idea when it's going to come out. This is kind of a clickbaity article, I'm not going to lie, but I just wanted to spark some conversation and think of when y'all would think it would come out. Will it come to theaters here? I would predict it come 2022. I also just want to point out this other piece of news that I didn't know about. So since the manga debuted in February 2016, the franchise made over $2.6 billion in sales. The release of the Demon Slayer Mugen Train saw many records being broken in Japan, including the toppling of Spirited Away as the highest grossing Japanese movie of all time, a record which stood for almost 20 years. In total, Demon Slayer Mugen Train grossed $386.4 million at the box office, making it the highest grossing anime film of all time. So, if it's this popular in Japan, then my gosh, what is it going to be here? Not saying it's just nowadays. I feel like Americans and these millennials. Me personally too. I'm not Damn, would I can just consider myself an otaku? I don't know. Um, Now I'm just questioning life. Am I an otaku? Do I want to live in Japan? Do I want to? No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, that's crazy to topple, Spirit Away, and it's a record for 20 years. So you just got to imagine how well this is going to do, and I got to imagine that it's not just going to come to Netflix. It's got to have some theater release. They're going to want some more money out of it. Maybe not. I don't know. That's a lot of money to begin with, but I'm sure they will still want some more money out of it, especially if they have another market to tap into, knowing we're going to want to, watch it because we want to watch all these new, a lot of people like anime now, which is great to see. But what I want from y'all is thoughts on like when y'all think it will come out, if it will come out like in Netflix first, or if it'll come to home theaters first, theaters. I believe 2022 is probably when it will come out for Netflix. I think it will definitely have some sort of theater release here. You got to imagine they already have a dub lined out for it. That shouldn't be too hard to get. I personally will watch it in sub because that's one thing. I'm rewatching this with my wife, and the one thing we're watching it dubbed because she doesn't like reading subtitles, which is fine. It's fair. She said she'll watch some subs, so don't go harking on her too much, but don't go dissing on her. She'll watch some sub. I probably will make her watch Attack on Titan subbed, but that might be a pretty good dub. I haven't actually watched that dub. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. Oh, we're watching this show on Netflix right now, dubbed, and man, those voice actors are not good for the dub version. Tanjiro's voice so high pitched. I know it's like, oh, One Piece, Luffy's high pitched, but still like it's just off-putting in a sense. I do like Gio's dubbed. I'm pretty sure he's the guy for I don't want to say a name because I know I'm going to hit it wrong. I'm blanking on the name now, though. I want to say Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach, but I don't think that's it. And I forget that guy's voice acting name, too. Johnny, what's his name? Johnny something, but I don't think it's him. Either way, the dub's all right. It's subbed is way better for this. It is way better, and I'm going to watch the movie subbed, and then I'm going to watch it dubbed with my wife. So, yeah, all thing Demon Slayer. Watch that show. Next piece of news, we got over at Kotaku, Brian Ashcraft. This was yesterday. Studio Ghibli is building a real-life Howl's Moving Castle. This is a real-life picture right here. I know it kind of looks... Is that real? Is that... That can't be it already. To be honest, I didn't know there was a Studio Ghibli theme park. I swear I may have read that. But anyways, the already cool-sounding Studio Ghibli theme park now sounds even better. In Aichi Prefecture, where it will be located, revealed that a real-life Howl's Moving Castle will also be built on the grounds. I don't think it's been built yet. Sadly, the castle won't move and will be smaller than the one in the movie. However, at Tokyo Shimbun notes, it will be as tall as 4 to 5 story building. Above is concept art structure, which will be located in the park's Witch Valley area. Hopefully, it will be printed. As previously announced, there will also be a Princess Mononoke village. There's some concept art for that. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. The park will be divided into different areas. Ghibli's giant warehouse is filled with all sorts of Ghibli stuff. Dondoko Forest is Totoro themed. Princess Mononoke Village is self-explanatory. Springtime of Life Hill has attractions modeled after The Cat Returns and Whisper of the Heart. Witch Valley features Kiki's Delivery Service and Howl's Moving Castle attractions. The theme park will be open in fall 2022. Princess Mononoke Village and Witch Valley will open a year later. Okay, that's cool. I mean, definitely won't be able to see that anytime soon, but I just thought it was cool. Like, man, they're going all out. That's great. That will definitely be added to one of my bucket lists. I hope it will be for y'all's. I'm pretty sure I swear I've done some news on this. I can't remember. I think I did some news on this before. But that's going to be dope having a cool Howl's Moving Castle theme park thing. Like, that's going to be awesome. Even a Princess Mononoke. Like, all this is great. Spirited Away, I'm curious as to like what what they would do for like Spirited Away, like where they put that. But last piece of kind of news, it's kind of just like I want to add this where there's kind of like I always like to find like crazy little things that happen in video games, or some crazy like record breaking thing. But basically someone actually hit every Smash Bros Melee credit after 20 years. 190 names in total. This is by Patricia Hernandez over at Polygon. So if you don't know, Smash Bros usually has some weird like mini game at the end of it for the credits. Like, and when I say credits, you beat the story mission, you beat the classic mode. So for Melee, I kind of vaguely remember it, but it's all the same. You just shoot the credits. You shoot the names of the people that were in this game. We're gonna watch this little video real quick, just kind of showing him do it. I know y'all can't hear it, but this is what I'm talking about. Let me skip ahead a little bit. But yeah, this is like crazy. It hasn't happened for ever. Oh no, sorry, it happened a decade ago. And recently, also what's in this post is that this guy put out some thing saying he'll pay somebody $3,000 that can do it. Basically posted the challenge, and this kid won right here. His last name is Zarate. I can't remember. I think it's Marcus Zarate or something like that. I'll look through in a sec, but I just want to finish this video. Yeah, this is pretty cool, honestly. I just thought it was fun to share. Video games are cool. There's always crazy things. 190 hit. There you go. That's it. See him get excited. I don't want to play the music, so I don't want to get... Martin Zarate. That's his name. It told him that it took about 50 hours to accomplish, where he would practice each section like individually. That's insane. Yeah. So Nathaniel Bandy is the one who put out the challenge for $3,000. That's awesome. I love video games. That's cool that we can share stuff like that and just put out challenges. And I always love seeing that. Yeah. So on to the next piece. Kind of change this area up. I usually like to do like release dates for y'all, just so y'all know. So now I'm going to start doing like what comes out this week. Games and like Netflix stuff and movies. If I see any movies that come out. So for games, notable games at least, not just every single piece of games, because there's tons of stuff that always comes out. So I'm just coming out with stuff obviously that I like and that I may play, may watch. So, and that y'all might enjoy. Either way, notable games coming out this week. We got Neo Collection. I don't know if you heard of Neo. Neo's a Demon Souls, Dark Souls-ish kind of game. Sekiro, if you want to say it's samurai. Very fun game. I played a little bit, but I mainly watched a guy play it. It's interesting. I may play it with the collection. It's pretty cool. It comes out February 5th, tomorrow. Control Ultimate Edition. So this is like the next gen version of Control. It's got the super res, high res stuff, 60 FPS, all that for the games, for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. That came out February 2nd, so that's already out. And Destruction All-Stars, that's for the PlayStation 5. That came out February 2nd as well. With this section, I like to kind of look ahead. There wasn't very many ahead that I found. I just saw these three, that are pretty interesting. Go check those out, though. So for like movies and Netflix series, there wasn't too much that is coming out in the future that I want to wait until next week that I want to talk about. But ones that came out this week actually, or this, I know this is confusing, but I'm imagining Thursday and Thursday. So this Thursday and the next Thursday is my week that I'm imagining right now. So in between then, that's when I want to start putting stuff. So like for the weekends. But essentially, I think February 2nd, Shutter Island and Inception came out. Inception, great movie. Shutter Island, I plan on watching that with my wife. I've never seen it. Go watch those. But February 8th, the first 2 seasons of iCarly is coming out on Netflix. So yeah, you can go watch those, chat. Yeah. But there will be more stuff coming out with that. I will just let y'all know in the future. Nerds with News. That is basically it. I still have the section of Nerds Assemble, which I'm very lazily, and I will make a goal to have somebody's name on this next week, and it will happen. Basically, Nerds with a Symbol is, just if you didn't know, is where I like to share someone's information and information, that sounds weird, but like share their gamer information, like their PSN names, their gamer tags, their BlizzNet ID, their Discord or something like that, and just share what kind of games they play. They, can be anonymous, but it can't be anonymous because, why did I say that? Either way, I'm going to share that. I will reach out to them, and honestly, if y'all want to reach out to me too, DM me, PM me, do what you want. I'm going to put that out there. Comment in the section below either way too. I will absolutely shout y'all out and play some games. I just recently started playing some Apex. I wonder if there's some, it's cross-platform, so I know all y'all are PC nerds and don't like consoles like me, but let's play some Apex, honestly. I'll put that out there too. Play some Apex. I play on my Xbox. I know I've put my gamer tag out there, Marvel Assassin 1. Go check me out. Yeah. But that is it. So for closing, I just want to point out this VOD will be up on YouTube. I will now make another mental note that I need to put YouTube on this little overlay that I have, so y'all know that we have a YouTube channel now and that all the VODs go up here. I will see y'all next Thursday. Have a good weekend. Friday is first Friday down here in good old Bryan College Station, so I may be going out to that. I don't know. COVID and stuff. We'll see what's actually even open. But have a good weekend. Play some video games and stay nerdy, my friends.